Hello, hello, good evening, and welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. How are you all doing tonight? It's the end of July, last Sunday of July, and today we're gonna do some alternative with paper pumpkin. I have here some samples to show you, and I have one extra. So today we're gonna make 5 cards. Okay, so I'm gonna go fast because I don't like to keep you way too long. But anyway, I hope you had a nice week, that you're enjoying this lovely weather we're having here on the northeast, at least. I'm just checking that everything looks fine. It looks fine. Looks like I'm on. So say hi if you are on, and we'll get going, okay? So I love this paper pumpkin because, birthday cards are the ones that I send the most, the kind of cards that I send the most. And I think that's true for most people. So it's always good to have a whole bunch of them ready to go. And this set was super beautiful. It made all easel cards. And let me show you. Let me show you if I can find the pamphlet with instructions. Here it is. These are the cards that came in the set. They're all easel cards, and it came with all these flowers that already pre-cut for you. So it was kind of like a stretch to come up with alternatives for it because the originals were so pretty. But anyway, I came up with some. Doesn't mean that they're nicer than these, but they're as nice, I think. But anyway, you be the judge, okay? So we're gonna start with one that I didn't have a sample for to show you because I already sent it to my sister for her birthday. So we'll start with that one. And she likes pink, so I went for the pink horizontal one. One thing is that I didn't realize, because of all the lines, that they already came pre-scored for you. So there's card bases that, let me see if I have one here to show you. Like this one already comes pre-folded, so you don't have to pre-score for you. And then we have the vertical ones also come pre-scored. So don't do what I did and score it again without seeing that. So I end up with 2 lines, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna work anyway. See, this has like the other one, but I flattened the other score line. So we only have 1. Okay. So this is a very, not very altered from the original card. This one uses this kind of dome shape, but I embossed it with the Lazy Daisy embossing folder, and I think that's what brings most like a little bit something different to these cards. It's just embossing the pieces. They provide you with 3 shapes: the oval, this semicircle kind of thing, and the hexagon, and they all have like a little shiny thing. And for most of them, I've embossed them with different embossing folders, and it gives it a little bit of extra. So for her, I embossed it with the Lazy Daisy, as I said, and I'm gonna put this in dimensionals because we're also gonna put a little ribbon here. I don't think I did the ribbon for her, but we're gonna do a ribbon just because, like a little ribbon. And for that, I'm just gonna use oh, hello, Princess. How are you? I don't have the comments online. That's what I couldn't see. Who's joining? There we go. Now I should see it. There we go. Hi, Deb. How are you? Oh, you're in how you call it, hidden, how it's like undercover. That's what I was looking for. You're undercover today, Deb. So I'm gonna put a little bit of Terran tape there, And we're gonna take this off. And I'm totally improvising this because I didn't do it for her original alternative. I'm gonna get plenty of ribbon. This is not the pink exactly that comes in the set, which is let me check for you, is Melon Mambo, but Melon Mambo is this pink. So this is like a lighter version of Melon Mambo. But I think this Barely Blush works fine for this. So I'm just gonna grab enough and cut a piece. And because it's moving so much back here, I'm gonna actually put some tear and tape in the inside as well, so it doesn't move. I'm gonna make right here because the dome takes space, so we're gonna try to make it like so. The bow. I love these new ribbons for the ink colors because they make such nice bows, even on camera. Excuse me. I shouldn't laugh because it makes my cough come back. Yeah, I'm still coughing. There we go. Hi, Teresa. How are you? This little piece I'm gonna throw away, but this is big that I can probably use it for something else, so I'm gonna save it. You know. All right. So, see, I should have tightened this a little bit more, but we're gonna put tear and tape here so it doesn't move so much. Get it out of the way, and then we'll put it right on top. So yeah, I should have tightened the bow a little bit more, but that's okay. For now, it will work. Hopefully. Let's see if I have room for these now. Yes. Well, I like it a little bit more to the side if I can move it. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna tighten it more as I want it and try to move it to the side more. Pity, because I had come with a nice little bow. And I had already cut the sides, the tails, but okay. This is not as cute as before, but it's cute enough. There we go. All right. All right, so this will go like this. And I'm still not satisfied, so I'm just gonna move to the side. Thank you very much. There we go. All right. Now I can put it right and front and center like I want it. All right. So this, I think I'm gonna just use tear and tape. I didn't know if I should put dimensionals or not. I think I'm gonna put tear and tape. These 3D embossing folders, if you're using liquid glue, you'll need a little bit of extra liquid glue because of the nooks and crannies in the paper. You want to make sure that they adhere. And that's why, because I think I can get it straight without wiggling it too much. In center. That's why it has the lines, help. Yes, okay, so that's it. That will go like this. So it called for the inside to have a little bit of texture. Let me just verify. I think yes. So I just was reminding myself of how it went. And I try to make it coincide, but it doesn't really matter because all you want is some texture. I didn't make it coincide there, but I can fix it by just not making it coincide here either. And I want it center, so there we go. More or less, whatever you want. This is overkill. 2 of them were enough. Oh, it seems fuzzy, my camera. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, is that better? No, it's fuzzy. Oh, okay, let me see how it's my Wi-Fi. No, I cannot see that. Let me see if I can move it a little bit and make it center. It looks like my hands are focused, but not the project. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to fix it. Would it be that it's not clean? Let me clean the lens. Excuse me. Is it better now? Not really. I wonder if it's something with the Wi-Fi. Let me see. How can I do this? Yeah, no, I'm in the right Wi-Fi. The thing is that I don't know if it's just not grabbing. Maybe I'll get closer. Let's see how it looks like now. I don't know. It's so weird. I don't think the settings are the same as always. Okay, I stop the camera and I put it back again. What do you guys think? It's a little better? I'm sorry, I cannot do any better today. I don't know why. I hope it's a little bit better. I can see it's a little blurry. Still. Yet the thing is that if I do this, I see my hands are on focus, or more or less. But it's not grabbing the... Maybe I'll get even closer. See if it grabs the focus. I think that's better. Now I have to be careful not to kick the camera. But anyway, thanks for letting me know, guys. All right. So where were we? Here. We have to decorate the front and the inside. So let's go do with the front. So for the front, I have... where is my package here? These flowers. And you know, it was kind of complicated to follow because there's so many flowers on this paper pumpkin, and they're different shapes and sizes, that it was hard to know which one went with each card. And I know there was a demonstrator who put like a cheat sheet of how it went, but I just used whatever I thought it was, and or whatever I thought it fitted there. So I hope you like it. So we're gonna use little dimensionals for this. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I can see now. Yeah, like I'm way closer. I was giving myself a little bit more room, but I guess it didn't focus on my project. It focused on my hands, so that was not good. So we're gonna put a bunch of mini dimensionals here that came in the set, the kit. They call for 4, but I put more. Especially you want the ones on the side. And this doesn't have the backing. All right. Yeah, now you see my hands really big because I'm so close. All right, and we're gonna put this, stretch it, and put it in the center. All right. There you go. Okay, and then it's a matter of putting the flowers. I use these ones more or less, the ones that were in the set, in the kit, the ones that were in this kind of card. You can use others, and they all go with a little dimensional. I think I follow the colors as they were on the original card, this one for my sister, but here I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna put the different colors in different order, just for variety's sake. And there's also different flowers, different styles of flowers. So this one has more petals. And we're gonna put, what color is that? That's pink. So we're gonna put the orangey one. And I like them in different heights as well. And then we're gonna put the orangey one, not next to it, but just like, no, this one. No rhyme or reason for my flower placement, but you can do whatever you want. I also saw one of the Canadian demonstrator, Laura Secchi, who her alternatives I really like. Oh, you can actually put it right on top of the stem, so the stem doesn't move, but I don't mind if it moves a little bit. So Laura Secchi actually was using, I'll show you later, the glitter brush in hydrangea hue to put a little bit of color in the center of the blue bigger flowers. I'll show you later. And it came out really nice. And this one to me looks like the shorter, so I'm gonna put it a little bit down, and also will help with the bow. There. All right, so now we have these adhesives that have centers for the flowers, and you have little, like small, medium, and large centers. So I'm gonna put the small and the smaller flowers. Well, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I find that these stickers are so thick that they're hard to get out of the sheet. What I'm doing is that all the same kind of flower has the same center, but that's just me. Oh, thank you for the hearts, people. Thank you, friends. Now I'm gonna do middles for the middle flower. I'm not gonna do large because there will only be one. And then it will, oops, it is, go to the center, please. Thank you very much. So we didn't get embellishment for this, but these flowers are so elaborate already that I don't think they need much embellishment, even though I used some embellishments, as you know me, for the other ones. This one needs a little one. And this one. And this one needs a bigger one, a medium one. If I can find another one here. There. All right, and now of course we need the messaging. And for this one, the message was birthday hugs and wishes. So I kept it true to the original. Uh-oh, I just broke my birthday. I told you, it's just like I find it hard to grab it out of here because they're so thick. This, and they're not totally perforated. There we go. I'm still gonna use it. It seems to be the R. So we'll make it this adhesive. So we'll make it coincide. And it has the dot for the I. We need to dot all the I's, right? And cross all the T's. Okay. And now for the hugs and kisses, we get one of these banners. We have plenty of banners in this set. And this one uses two banners. It says it's your day, hugs and kisses. So we can do that. And I'm going to do it with Melon Mambo. Where's my birthdays? Hugs and wishes, not hacks. Hugs and wishes. And that will go on dimensionals. 3. And we're going to use this one here, this idle one. So as you see, it's a little variation from what the original said. Gonna put my message behind the petals. A little bit lower, thank you very much. There, tag there. Birthday hugs and kisses. And now, of course, we need the stop for this to open. And we're gonna use another banner with the It's Your Day. It's your day. All right, so the variation from the original design for this is just that I embossed the background and I put a little ball. That's my variation. And that's when I was thinking, it's like, gosh, I don't know how to improve on this because they're already so pretty and they're already funful. So, you know, but anyway, there's always a way, right? And this we're going to put here. So it just center. And that's it. You see? All right. So that's our first card. Let me close this just in case. And let's move quickly to card number 2. And card number 2, these cards, these flowers are so pretty that I thought the black would stand out. And it also goes with the message that you get in black. And as you can see here, I used embellishments for the centers, and they look so elegant, aren't they? And I'm using here the Velvet Meadow DSP, and I embossed a little bit the back, the bottom of my section to right, and the hexagon. So let's go for that. Not difficult card. Excuse me. As you can see, I'm still coughing. Anyway, so we need a piece. This one I didn't use one of their card bases, but I made one in black with have a sheet of cardstock, and we're gonna score it at 2 1/8 score. And then I'm gonna turn it around, and I'm gonna score it at 2 1/8 again to create the gate. It will be a gatefold. I really like how the black stands. The flowers stand up against the black. Stand out. Thank you, Teresa. I'm happy you like it. It's just like, I rarely use black, but for this, I don't know, between the message in black and the flowers, they pop up so much against the black background. So as I told you last week when we were doing another gatefold, you know, if it doesn't coincide and it overlaps a little bit, you can make it work with your bond folder by just pressing against the sides here, right where you want them, hold straight, and then just go over with your bond folder. Okay, now we have the perfect closure. And we'll start with the inside. I embossed just the bottom of this with the leaves. I forgot the name of the embossing folder. Somebody remembers? Help. Something about leaves. And I'm going to center it. Of course, this is 4 by 5 1/4. And then for the side panels, we have 1 1/8 by 5 and by 4. Sorry, 1 1/8, 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And I use this Velvet Meadow because the colors of the flowers reminded me of the colors of the flowers that come in the set. But if you have other flower paper that you prefer to use, it will work. And if you don't have flower paper and you want to put something that's texture, that will use as well, as long as you keep it in the same color family, more or less. So now we'll have the inside done very quickly. All right. And see, these colors remind me a lot of these that we're going to put on the front. So let's put that aside. And we have our guy here. Maybe I should just glue that and then work with it on it. Maybe that's a better idea. So let's do that. So we're going to put this in the center. And remember, there's a right way, and it's the shiny thing goes in the front. It's hard to see. Even if you don't emboss it, it's still hard to see that there's a little shiny frame around all these shapes. So you're going to only put in 1/2. You can choose whichever half. I like to put it on my left-hand side because it feels more natural to me. But if you want to put it in the right-hand side and open it that way, it works both ways. So just a half, a little bit shy of the half. So there's no seeping glue. And I just realized that now they're looking, well, we're going to have to do it the other way around, guys, because I realized that I put the glue and they're looking down, and I like my leaves to be looking up. So there we go. We're going to do it the other way around. And this will open like that, and we will close just normally. It won't hold, you know, more or less, but it's okay. You put it in the envelope and the recipient will open it. No more. It doesn't stay closed. That's what I mean. You could put a ribbon if you want to, put it in dimensionals and put a ribbon. I just thought this is cute enough as it is. For my flowers, I'm pressing down. Let's do the messaging first. And that is, hooray, it's your day. I love that. Because it's not only for birthdays. It could be like a name day, or it could be a retiring day, or whatever day is your day, right? So we're going to center this. And try to make it straight. Hooray, and now it's your day. We're going to use the Melon Mambo. That's the color of the ink spot of this set, this kit. And we put dimensionals in. Oops. And I put it on the side just because I liked it. Hooray, it's your day. There you go. And now we decorate it with the flowers. I press down with my hand like this to give it a little bit of height to the flowers. So important, the flowers that are gonna be on the open side cannot be at here, otherwise the card wouldn't open. So you have to be careful with that. So, but before putting that, I'm just gonna glue this here. And I'm just gonna put glue. I mean, it says glue dots, but a little bit of glue will work. This is the side again that is gonna remain like, you know, that it doesn't open, that my hexagon it's not floating like the other side. All right, I made a mess there. Be careful that you don't go over your card. There, maybe the liquid glue was not the best idea. It seeped a little bit here, but I can take that off. And then we're gonna do this card here. For this, I'm gonna use glue dots. And, you know, my petal is gonna cover the boo-boo. And now the other flower, I'm gonna put with dimensionals. I think I'm missing a flower here. These two are for that. And then we have the little ones, but I don't see the little ones here. I may have. Oh, all right. May have to use some of the ones that I created with the add-on dies, which, you know, if you use the add-on dies, it takes your kit so much farther, because some of the elements that you get, the prettiest ones, you may run out. And if you want to make more cards, it's good to have These are all the flowers that I made. I mean, actually, I made lots more, but I used them. So you'll see. I already put the embellishments in some of them, so we can go quicker later. But no need. I found the ones that I wanted. One pink and one. There we go. Yeah. So this one will go here in another dimensional. And that's up to you. You can decorate it, put the flowers wherever you want. Right here. So we have the little bouquet. And here I'm going to use glue dots because here I don't want my glue going on the other flap of the opening. So I have to be very strategic. If I put it like here, I'm going to put glue dots in this one, maybe this one on the bottom. And let's start with that one. That one on the bottom. And the ones on the bottom only. Oh, I'm going to have to. These are very delicate because they have the veins that are cut. So I'm going to take the glue dots with my piercing tool and place them, let's see, here. Not, what's happening? Device overheating. Let me get ready for my, oops, cooling fan. So I'm going to have to, I think I can do it quickly without getting off camera, but if we disconnect, I'll come back really quickly. Okay. I have to move this. I have to move that. Yeah, it is hot. Sorry, I'm gonna have to take it off here for a second. Give me a sec, please. Hello. I think I managed to be back. Sorry, when I set it up, then I don't need it, and then the day that I say like, well, I haven't used the fan in a couple of weeks, then it's when we need the fan again. So I guess it's like when you have an umbrella that if you carry the umbrella, it doesn't rain, right? So I guess it's the same thing. So let's move on to that. I'm sorry about that again. Okay. Just putting the glue dots to our lovely greenery here. And then we're gonna do the flower. Since we didn't raise the fuchsia one, I'm gonna raise it in this card, and I'm gonna put this one flat, but I'm doing the little, raising the petals a little bit. So this one is gonna go with a glue dot. Like here. And this one is gonna go with a dimensional. No. There. I'm gonna turn it around there. And then we have the the peach color tiny flower that we're gonna put there. Let me know if you can see me back. I think you can. I can see myself, so I'm hoping that you'll come back. Actually, I like it in this opening better. Yes. All right. And as I said, I used embellishments, and for these kinds, I use different of the iridescent dots. So we have, well, they call it flat pearls, antique pearls, and in color dots. So a variety for, depends on the colors that I use. So for this pink one, I'm using this one, the middle one. For the bigger, more fuchsia one, I'm using Petunia Pop, the larger one. And I'm going to use Petunia Pop in this one too, so it can keep it consistent. And for this one, I'm going to use maybe the Chris Cantaloupe. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. I guess you have to be prepared always. What is it? Prepare for the worst and pray for the best, or whatever they call it. Actually, is this the larger one? I think it is. Yeah, it is the large one. And then I'm going to use this tiny little one for this one here. And then we need a pink one for that one here. All right. So that's card number 2, which should have been faster if I didn't have the technical issues that I did. But it's okay. We're moving along. All right. And then it opens like this. And you have this beautiful surprise of the color flowers too. But they pop up so much against the black, right? I like it. All right, so card number 3. We're gonna do this one. This one is very similar. Instead of folding the card like that, we flip it up and we turn it upside down, and that's your surprise. And in this case, I embossed only half of the middle element here. And I've already pre-embossed it because, And I also added a little bit of color with one blending brush, which I did that first, and then I embossed it. Thank you. The embellishments, I love the iridescent embellishments, all of them. Every time there's iridescent embellishments, I buy them because it's very much my taste. Sorry, I needed a sip of water. Actually Diet Coke. But let's get my hydrangea hue. It's not gonna look the same because, as I said, I put a little bit of color, just very little, and then I embossed it. Now it's gonna grab more the texture. But let's see how it looks. But I didn't want to do it everything off camera, so I'm just gonna get some scrap paper so I can get the first blotting thing and just go get a little bit of color. See how it picks up a lot more because of the embossed thing? That's okay. And it doesn't have to be all around, it's just a little bit. What I like is that if you do it over the white, the white shiny line that has as an outcome, you can then see it more because it doesn't catch the ink, that shiny thing, see? And then just gonna do a little bit more here, and that's it. I don't want a lot of color, just a little bit, so it's not totally white. And I could have used Mellow Mambo. I was afraid that it was gonna be too strong because this is like a lighter version of Mellow Mambo. But I went for hydrangea hue. So, but if you like a softer pink, you could do it in a softer pink. All right, so now that we have that, in this case, we're gonna work on our oval first, and bouquet of flowers here. And then I'm just using the bouquet of flowers. And I'm gonna show you what Laura Secchi was doing for her blue flowers with the hydrangea hue. Oopsie. She just used a little bit of the hydrangea hue here. And it really makes it pop up a little bit more. Because it's a little darker. And when you put the center, it will look very nice. So this is a lighterish version of it. So just the three, am I using the, yeah, it's so pale that I thought I was using the back. I didn't do that in my original card because I just saw that today as I was coming on the train from my friend's house. And I'm just gonna show you, I mean, we can do that the same with the Chris Cantaloupe here, since we're doing it, you know. There we go. And then when we put the centers, it's gonna stand out a little bit more. Right. So one little one for this guy. They look pretty. Oh, I'm missing pink flowers there. Maybe here, maybe no. Well, I'll find them. All right. All right. Some bigger centers for the bigger flowers. And a medium center for this one. That's a little smaller. No, I don't like it actually. I'm gonna put a big one too. I think I used the small, not the medium. I may be out of mediums. That's okay. This looks good enough. So we are just gonna adhere this. I'm gonna use glue. I know before it was a little messy. Okay, glue dots. Glue dots it is. Yes, I love Laura Secchi. She's very, very creative. She was part of the artisan team, I think, at some point. So I'm gonna go for all the leaves And then one in the middle here. Maybe not all the leaves. Maybe this one. Am I on camera? Not quite. Let me go on camera. So I'm putting the glue dot in 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one in the middle here, where all the flowers get together. Oops. All right. Now, some of them are going to go out of the frame, but as long as it doesn't stuck out, which it does, I'm going to move this glue dot so it goes under. There we go. Oh, no, it doesn't want to move. Okay. There you go. Stay there. There we go. All right. So now it's just a matter of putting the flowers wherever you want. So some of them are gonna see. I'm missing flowers here because here there's in my original card. I did the same ones as they show in the bouquet in the original bouquet. No, this one doesn't go. There's 2 orange ones. And I may not have one because I may have used them already. But thankfully, I cut some new ones, so we can use those. So, all right. Moving on. I need another one of these. Since we don't have another one of these, I'm going to use one of my orangey ones here. Actually, this is one of theirs. So we'll do that. So it's not going to be exactly the same. But anyway, so bottom line, this one goes with a glue dot. You can arrange the bouquet. It does look hand painted, right? The greenery. And the flowers too, they have like different. So this one will go here. I do like the idea with the hydrangea hue shimmer pen and the Chris Cantal shimmer pen. And then we'll put one of these here. Also on a glue dot. This one needs, because, you know, if we're going to make it look, what is that? Hair there, sorry. I'm going to put a little bit of shimmer in this one too, so it looks like the other one. Then this one will go here on a dimensional. Where did my dimensionals go? Where the little dimensionals? Oh man, they fell from my folder. Now I can see them. Not on the floor, not on my lap, not on my table. Oh, here you go. Underneath the embellishments. All right, so this one we'll put here. And I'm going to move the center of this one. No, I'm not going to move it because it's peeling. Okay, it stays like that. And then this one goes like here in another dimensional. Maybe a little bit farther down. And here we're going to put that baby that needs a center. Let's put the center first because it's going to be harder to pin. Okay. Luckily, I still have some centers left. If not, the embellishments, as you saw, they work just as well. And then we need the pink flowers. And I think I have just enough of them. Hopefully I don't need them for another one because these are the last 3 ones. But if not, we can use the ones that I made. So that's why it's good to have the add-on dies, because they coordinate with 3 paper pumpkins. They're only $12. So if you count per paper pumpkin, it's like $4 per paper pumpkin for the dies. And you can always extend your kit that way. I still have card bases left to create more easel cards. This one was right here. And this one, we'll put that there as they were. Very pretty, don't you think? Oh, my little yellows don't have centers, but that's easily solved with the tiny little ones here. I may not have another tiny little one. I may have to use a medium one. No, it's another tiny little one there. All right. There. So we have our bouquet. Now we're going to put the happy birthday, birth and wishes. So I need a happy, which I have right here. And I'll be careful. So it's gonna cover some of the flowers, but tough luck. We can't have it all. Maybe we can actually leave the petals so these can go underneath. Yes. Happy. And now birthday wishes in one of the banner. How is the humming? Can you hear the humming of the fan? I think that's working better. I cannot see what number it is, but it doesn't, at least it's not overcooling. Overheating anymore. This is hugs and wishes. What did this say? Birthday wishes. Happy birthday wishes. Sorry. Happy birthday wishes. Different. Thankfully, I noticed it before I stamped it. We're going to go with the melon mambo again. Happy birthday wishes. Three dimensionals, mini. They come in the kit, as I said. Or you can use big ones. For this one, they will fit if you have them. All right. There we go. So we have the center already. And now, where's my card? Okay, Candy. I had it all set up and now I cannot find it. You should see that's what happens when you have such limited space. Here we go. Look where the pink flowers were. So I had prepared them. And the orange one. Oh, well, we use the other one. I'll save this for another project. And there was another pink flower there. I thought I had prepared it. All right, so as I was explaining, before. These already come pre-scored. But instead of folding it like this, we're going to do it like this. We fold the middle one like that, and then the flap like this. And that's it. That's all we need to do for our C fold. And it's called a C fold because it has a C shape here. It's very popular. You can use them in portrait and landscape cards. And then I chose some oval. This is from the Winnie the Pooh dies, the coordinates with Winnie the Pooh. But I use this one because I don't have an oval. I want it a little bit smaller, so this covers it when we put it here. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this more or less coinciding with the half, where the half is embossed. Regular glue. Always put a little bit more. Thank you, Teresa. I'm glad you like it. And just making coincide with this, because the half, I like the half. I don't know why. Oh, and I forgot to put the little bow. So let's make a little bow really quickly. A bow for a bouquet. A tiny one. There. And we put it with that blue dot. Just put the glue dot there. Actually, I'm going to put 2 glue dots. Let's pick the side that looks pretty. This looks pretty enough. And that's it. And then for this one, we're gonna stamp the flower with the stamp set that comes in the set. And we're gonna use Old Olive, which is one of the colors of the set. All right. And then I'm gonna use this flower, which is in hydrangea hue, I think. I don't know if I clean my stamp or not, so we're gonna clean it just in case, because we don't want any accidents, especially, oh look, it wasn't clean. See, thank God, because otherwise I didn't want my hydrangea hue to be tainted by Mellow Mambo or whatever, Timid Tiger. That's the orange that comes. Oops, I don't think this is well. There. I love the magnetic cases, but I wish that when you open it, the the ink will be here, not in the what to me is the top. Excuse me. All right. We're gonna stamp this baby here. I'm so sick of coughing. I'm sorry. And now we need the little center. And you have two options for the little center. One is bigger than the other. I think this one fits. And I'm doing it darling duckling. Oh, how cute! Teresa, about your clown character. That's cute. There we go. We have the center of a little flower, and now we're just gonna adhere it to a card base in the center, and because it's a little smaller, it will be covered by or oval on the front if we center it properly. I have to say, when you have all these squares here, it's very easy to center things because visually they help. So there we go. Blah, blah. Cute, right? All right, so moving on to card number 4. Is it number 4 already? Do we have another one? Yes, we do. We have 2 more. If you can bear with me a little longer. I don't know. I do sound better, right? I feel better. It's just sometimes at night, especially when I'm talking all the time. All right, let's do this one. So this one, in case you've run out of the elements for the middle, I thought the die that add-on dies come with a big circle. Let me show you. I haven't showed you that. These are the add-on dies. So they have these flowers that match with these months, and these also match with these months. This, I think, it will be for the fall one. And this circle, I don't know what it's for, but I'm using it, you know. Circles are always used, and it's a stitch circle. Super cute. So let me find the elements here. This is gonna be an easy card, I think. And I used a Hooray, and I thought that I had already. Hey, I guess I did it in another one. I had already. Oh no, I did it in the other one. Yeah. No, this is just okay. Yeah, I know what I did. Sorry, people. Trying to remember. So this one, I just stamped the Hooray here, and you have the Hooray in your stamp set. And I did it in black, just the one that it comes. But all the words were a little bit big for this circle. And I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna center my Hooray. And that's it. Okay. Yeah, and my next card, I hit emboss it in black. And I'll tell you what happened later. Surprise. All right, so it's pretty nicely centered, right? So we're going to use this. And I'm going to fold it so we will have the easel. For the middle here, I just used a banner, so we can do that later. Well, let's do it now. So I have the banner, and it's your day, I think it says, right? Hooray, it's your day. But I did it in hydrangea hue. So I'm going to clean the melon mambo here. It looks like it's dirty, but you know how sometimes the reddish colors stain a little bit for the polymer, but that it doesn't go on your card, so, or on your ink pad of other colors, so no worries. Hooray, it's your day. I find this very versatile, as I said. So we'll put that later. So let's decorate this. And for this, I did the flowers. And I cut a lot of the flowers already. And I put the embellishment so we don't have to spend so much time. Okay, how am I gonna do that so you can see what I'm doing? Okay, I'm gonna have my sample here and my stamps out of here. I need room, right? Excuse me. So it's just like a matter of putting the flowers wherever you want. And I put them all flat in this case. You could try with some raised with dimensionals, but I'm gonna use and I'm variating in colors and shapes. There's two shapes here, so there. And then I'm gonna do a yellow one of these. Here I need a little one. And we're doing a pink one. Let's see if I have, yes, this one. No, an orange one. There we go. An orange one. It's covered a little bit, so I'm gonna turn it around so you can read the hooray. And we're gonna go for a pink one of the big one. See, I'm not skimpy with the flowers because I can make more if I need to. That's what I like, the add-on dies. And now we need a smaller one in maybe a paler yellow. Yes. And what, a bigger orange one here. We may need to put embellishments to some more flowers. Oh, this is a little separated. But we can put leaves in there. Because we'll put the leaves afterwards. So now we need a blue of the little one. And I don't have any, so we'll find an embellishment for this baby. Immediately. Okay. I need to get more of this in color. Especially because the hydrangea here, they're all gone. Oops, where did it go? Oh, in my finger. There. One thing that I did with this is that I used this bigger size for the smaller flowers and the smaller for the bigger flowers. But that's, you know, whatever you have, whatever, however you want to embellish. No rhyme or reason. Well, in my case, there is a reason, but, you know, but I chose it. I want this one now. Yeah, and another little one now. How about the pink? And a big one and a small. I hope they fit. They have to, because I need to. A big one of another color candy. What color should we use here? Oh, this one. Oh, I didn't tell you how I made these. The little one should be, I don't know, orange. There you go. This bright orange. Timid tiger. All right. So how I made this? I grabbed a piece of white stock, white cardstock, and I did Timid Tiger in a section with my blending brush, Darling Duckling, Melon Mambo, Old Olive for the leaves, and Hydrangea Hue. And then I just went to town and cut, die cut all the pieces. And that's the result. So very easy. So now for the leaves, I cut a bunch of them. That's what they have, kind of irregular coloring. And it imitates a little bit these ones. You know, they're not all the same. This is lighter here. This is more yellowish. Depends on the side that I used to cut. So anyway, so now we're gonna cut this from here. I leave a little bit of the stem because I'm gonna use them to hide them. And not all the flowers are gonna need leaves, but you know, we can put one there to cover the holes a little bit more. One there, and some of the leaves can go on the inside, some of the leaves can go on the other side. Let's cut more. Two more. I've used a lot of glue dots today. I'm trimming the excess thing. It is quite a collection, right? But it came out quick. I mean, once you do these 4 colors in one piece of cardstock, it's just very easy to put together. There, hooray. Another one there. Here has a big gap, so we're gonna put for sure here, trying to hide the stem. The stem helps hold the glue dot, but you don't want to see it. So there, maybe one here. And you know, like you can put as many leaves as you want. I'm just cutting the stems. I realized I was out of shot here doing that. Where do we need one? Here. I think there. Maybe here, maybe this one should go out, looking on the outside. By hiding the stem, or cutting the stem if it doesn't hide. Is what I think I'm gonna do. There. And oh, the glue that kept sticking out. There we go. All right, where else? What else? I think here. This one on the outside. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Well, aren't you glad that I prepared that? Because if I had to do this on camera, we'll be here till tomorrow. There. So this is our little flower. It's very hippish to me, right? I'm gonna put another one there. I think there's a little bit too much white. Too much white. Too much space. All right. In here. It's like a little hippie wreath, I think. Yeah, and I like to tilt my leaves up a little bit. So that's our little wreath. And now all we have to do is center it here and put glue only on the bottom half of our circle. And that again was cut from the Add-on Dies Detailed Flower Details, or Detailed Flowers or something, or Detailed Blooms. Okay, Candy, I have it right here. I can read it. Detailed Flora. Okay. Detailed Flora. Add-on Dies. Still available if you're interested. Okay. Center. And now we need to put, or it's your day here, and I'm gonna raise it, make it look banner-like by curling it a little bit. The center is gonna go in a glue dot, but then I'm gonna put dimensionals on the sides, and that will help be the stop. Where are my dimensionals again? Right here. I'm gonna put 2 dimensionals, one on top of each other. Oh, I got 2 of them. Oh my God. All right, there we go. One on top of each other. We'll go here, peel it. There we go. And then maybe it was not a great idea because it's gonna be a little bulky for an envelope, but we'll make it work. And one in here. I just like my banners to have like different dimension. I don't want them just the same. Anyway, and see how well it stops it? And then it still closes. Yeah, fairly well. All right. So here's card number 4. So let's go for the last one. So the last one is this one. And it kind of raises the circle, and it serves as a closure for the card as well. Okay, and I did it in Timid Tiger. And I hit emboss, and I find, and this is my finding, I don't know if you guys, yes, you have to do that, Deborah, you'll like it. I don't know if you have the same opinion or it happens to you the same as it happens to me. So I hit emboss this in black, and it doesn't raise. And I find that some papers, some of the cards, the colors, they absorb the Versamark, and then they don't hold that much, and it just like, it doesn't raise, it doesn't look hit emboss, right? That's what I was having trouble seeing if I had used hit embossing on that one or not. So let me put that on. So we're gonna decorate the front by stamping the 2 kinds of flowers that we got here. And I'm gonna have to make room in 2 blocks. All right. And I'm gonna clean them just in case. And I'm gonna emboss them, stamp them in Timid Tiger, which is the color that I use. So it's kind of like color on color, tone on tone, as they say. So I'm just gonna go kind of crazy. A little bit more. And now, oopsie, look what happened. Well, we're gonna put one there too. Why not? Just because I dropped it. And now we're gonna go with the other one, finding the holes wherever we want. Oh, this one didn't stamp well. And it doesn't matter because we can always go back and put a flower there or whatever, you know? Because this, I think that's enough. Maybe here. And in the corner. And in the other corner. All right. Okay, now that's enough. Before I make a mess, let me clean my surface a little bit. I should have said more of a mess because I've already made a mess by dropping the freaking thing here. So we're gonna put this inside This is a 4x5 1/4 piece of white cardstock where we're gonna write our sentiment, but it's also gonna prop that circle. And you need it first before you do anything else, because once we close this, we're gonna prop the circle right here in dimensionals. And I'm gonna use the big ones this time. Here. Or the big ones, or whatever is left of my stamps here. Oopsie. Oops. I'm just gonna use the corners of this. If you don't want a hidden boss, as you can see, you can just stamp your sentiment as is. I would do it in another color that is not the same one, so it's so not tone on tone for the sentiment, but just black, because you know the black that comes in the set, it kind of helps. So we're gonna go and we're gonna center it in the middle of our hole, which you see that I already, I didn't say that, but I got that. Oh, it's not totally centered because it kind of, okay, Candy. Not totally centered, so we have to move it down just a tiny little bit. So I left some of them there, but just gonna add a little bit more adhesive just in case, because I ripped something off. It's just I'm not on top of it. I have to see there. I think that should work. There. That's what I am a fan of liquid glue. Yeah, that closes. Oh, there. And then you can open and close and open and close. Okay. Anyway, that's what I'm a fan of liquid glue, because you can wiggle it, but this one you cannot use liquid glue for this one. And I like it propped. Anyway. So as you saw, I got the circle from the card base first. And then that's what I had to do it before being on camera here. So now we're just gonna decorate it, and we're gonna decorate thinking that this is gonna open. So you have to be careful where you put your glue again. So again, we're gonna put it in glue dots here in the base of this, like we did before. And this is the base. And this. And two more. And this. As I said, be careful, because these die cuts are very delicate because of all the veins are little holes. So I'm making coincide more or less the branch with the outside of the circle here. You see, when it opens, it kind of goes like that. All right, so that looks nice. I like it. And then we're gonna put just a flower, single flower here. And I'm gonna put, let's see, this one goes here. I have two blues left, one, and then the little orange. So I guess that what I'll do is I'll put the lighter blue here with a dimensional. glue it on the card base, not on the circle, okay? And this, you can tell me, think about it, people, if you want me to use embellishments for this, or if you want me to use the centers that come in the set for this flower. Because I made a boo-boo here a little bit. There's a little bit of spillover from the embossing. There was a little bit of powder that blew away. I'm gonna put this flower here, so to cover that. So I'm gonna start with that one. And then I'm gonna do a glue dot for this one. And these are all glued outside the circle, okay? I'm gonna put this one here. And the blue one in dimensional. Oh, I'm glad you like them. It was hard to come up with pretty ones because I thought that the originals were so pretty already. Anyway, so what do you guys say? Embellishments or the yellow centers? You get to pick. And from this bouquet, I cut some of the leaves. I could have used some of the leaves that I had cut myself, but I still had this bouquet available. And I'm going to save this just in case I can use it for something. And I'm going to put glue dots for this. Nobody's saying anything, so I don't know what I'll do. Probably I'll use the centers that they already have there. So I'm just going to put some, a little bit of greenery there, peeking out. A little bit of greenery here. Why is this glue dot not collaborating? And there. And this one. For this side here. Nobody's saying anything, so I'm gonna make a decision and I'm gonna put the yellow flowers like in my original card, the yellow centers, just in my original card. All right. So we have a big one for the big one. I have middle ones. I guess these are middle ones, right? These middle ones. Could have used big ones, but not too middly. Let's use big ones. And I'll use this one for the little. Oh. Yeah, that looks better, right? I don't see any middle ones. So for this one, I'll just use that. All right. And of course, we have some butterflies here. If I can find them in my stash. Did I leave them out? I guess not. I have brass butterflies, which I cannot find right now. Oh, God. I thought I left them out, but I guess I didn't. That is so weird. No, I'm sorry, people, but I cannot find my butterflies. But that's what I would put to finish them up. All right, so that's it. I keep looking. I was like, they have to be here. Oh well, never mind. I'll find them and I'll put them later. But here's the original card, so you can. Oh no, we forgot the banner. Hooray is your day. So we need the banner. And where is my? It's your day here. I'm gonna clean it. The weak ones look better, right? I agree. I agree. And I'm gonna use the Melon Mambo because the color that they gave us for this, but other colors in the card could have worked as well. I wonder where my butterflies are. It makes me mad, but I don't want to waste your time for me looking for the butterflies now. It should be like I'm sure that I'll find them as soon as I sign off. And I'm like, oh, here they were. All right. Again, the banner is gonna be curled. One here. And then I'm just not gonna use singles. No, I'll use the double because why bury my regular way of doing things? Hooray, it's your day. And then when you open it, you have, I'm gonna move this a little bit so it opens better. But you have one flower that stays here, and then the closing of this. All right. Anyway, if you have butterflies, go ahead, use them. They look very pretty, as you could see in my original card. If not, it's pretty as it is. And this is what I got. 5 cards tonight. I mean, this is usually I make 4 because I don't like to keep you here for over an hour and a half. But today was an exception. And I hope that to go faster. It's just with the technical issues, it didn't help. But let's do a recap. We have, and of course, I would like to know which one is your favorite. This one is folded. So this is the black one. We have the C-fold one. And we have the original one. And I'm missing one, right? Oh, of course. We're missing our Hooray wreath. Hooray is your day. All right. So here are 5 cards. I cannot put them all on camera because I'm very close. I'm glad you like them. Thank you very much. And thank you for putting up with me and my technical issues. I don't know what to do with this phone, honestly. They say it's fine. I took it to the repair and they say it's fine. So anyway, glad that finally everything worked out. And I'm glad that you enjoyed these cards. And I hope to see you next week with more. I don't know what, but I'll think of something. All right. So have a lovely, lovely week. And I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.